Hello children, good morning to all. So I welcome you all for video classes. Last time we have discussed about history classes. Now this time we will take geography in 9th standard. You might have heard last year we have studied physiography of the India, physical geography and other aspects. This year we will study 9th standard, the Karnataka, entire Karnataka's physical divisions, Karnataka's soil conditions. Regarding Karnataka, everything we will study detailedly from physical geography till other aspects. So Karnataka is a beautiful state, is a wonderful state. We have been blessed to live in this Karnataka state. We are all Kannadigas, and it is called Karunadu, land of Kannadigas. Don't you think so? Land of Kannadigas. We have been blessed to have all resources, all things and other things. So Karnataka is a wonderful state. This land possesses rich culture, rich heritage and a beautiful flora and fauna. Varieties of flora and fauna. Look at it. The ancient buildings, monuments, waterfalls, rivers, and look at the Karnataka shape. And this is a beautiful state. That is what I tell you. And Karnataka has a different soil structure. And it's a rich in resources. Land of gold. It is called Karunadu, Gandhada Nadu, Chinnada Nadu. You might have heard in East Standard, it is called land of gold. 80% of gold is extracted out in Karnataka. It is called Chinnada Veedu. So, regarding Karnataka, the name of Karnataka has been in use since ancient times. The name of Karnataka has not been used recently now. It has its own history, a good heritage, its fantastic heritage and culture. In ancient world, Tamil was by name Shilappadikaram. The name of Karnataka has been used. So in Shilappadikaram, Tamil word, Karnataka is called as Karnat. Karnat means here the land which is on elevated plateau. According to Tamil word, Shilappadikaram. Elevated means here raised flat land. Raised flat land, which is the most safest place in South India, Karnataka. Elevated land. You would have heard elevated land means here a table land, plateau. You have seen table as if the four legs are lifting up. It is called elevated land, plateau. This always plateau region is wonderful for all activities. That is what Karnataka is famous for, economic activities. Plateau is a mixture of soils, mixture of mineral resources. It's a fantastic it is. Elevated plateaus. And also about Karnataka, it has been mentioned also in Nripatunga's Kaviraja Marga. You would have heard Nripatunga, who is rightly called as Ranamarthanda. He had possessed of 10 titles. He ruled in Karnataka for more than 64 years. Nripatunga, Ramoga Varsha. In this Kaviraja Marga, he had explained, he had stated that the land which is extended from river Kaveri to Godavari. This is called Karnataka, according to Amoga Varsha. And this is also called Karunadu. Karunadu means here the land which is filled with black soil. Karu means black, Nadu means land. Look at Karnataka's the northern districts. That is Bidar, Koppal, Gadag, Raichur. This part of Karnataka, abundant source of black soil. Karunadu, black soil. Black soil is very much useful for all kinds of crops to grow. This is a wonderful state. We have been blessed to live in this state, Karnataka. And you might have heard Pampa, Adikavi of Kannada, who stated that Manava Kulam Vande Ulam. He had dreamt to create, to spread. The whole world is one community. Manavakulam Vandevaram. So great poets also live here. It's a great state with all heritage. Sometimes historians have declared that Karnataka is one state, but many world. All land of diversity, land of various types of culture, language, and other things. Though the Kannada is the main language, But look at the people of Karnataka, Kannadigas. We have invited the people to live in happily with other people also. So peaceful life, harmony, human values are found in the state. It's a wonderful state. Let us study now about Karnataka in detail. We will discuss in this lesson physical geography of Karnataka, mainly geographical locations of Karnataka. Okay, we will move on to that. Let's study about that. Look at it. This is Karnataka. Karnataka is one of the states of 28 states in India. Now earlier it was 29 states. Now it has been reduced to 28 main states and 7 union territories. Look at this state. The shape of the Karnataka is Kashmir. Okay, wonderful state, you know. So it is situated in the southern part of India. Southern part of India, and southern and central and western part of South India. It is called Peninsula, Deccan Plateau. Deccan Plateau. Karnataka is situated in the peninsular shape of India. It is a South India and wonderful it is. So it is made out of now 30 districts. It is one of the states of 28 states in India now. Let us move on to location of Karnataka. Where exactly Karnataka is located in the map of India? Look at it. Karnataka is one of the 28 states of India. Not 29, we have to change it. 28 states of India. Karnataka is situated in the southern part of India, in the western central area of the peninsular region. What is peninsular region here? Peninsula means a region, a land or a country or a state which is covered water on 3 sides. One side land, but India it's a peninsula. So Karnataka is in southern part of India. It is in the peninsular shape of India. Peninsular India is Karnataka. Okay, it extends from 11 degree 31 minutes north to 18 degree and 45 minute north latitude, and it extends in case of longitude 74 degree and 12 minutes east to 78 degree and 40 east longitude. Look at it. This is the Karnataka's extension. So every state, every country in the world map has its own location. So where exactly Karnataka is located in the map of India? In southern India. Look at it. This is latitude. So approximately it comes here. This is 12. So 11 means here they have to take from here 11. 11 degree 45. 11 degree 31 minutes. 11 degree 31 minutes. Still this one. This is 18 degree 45 minutes. This is the extension of Karnataka in terms of latitude. In terms of longitude, so that is 74. 74. This is longitude. Karnataka passing through here 78 degree and 40 minutes. In between 78, between 74 and 12, 78 and 40. This is the Karnataka's location in terms of latitudes and longitude. It is in western part of India and also western central area of Karnataka. This is the extent of Karnataka in terms of physical geography of Karnataka. Now, Karnataka's total length is 750 kilometers, stretching from Aura in Bidar district in the northern most tip of the state to Chamarajanagar, the state in the south. Look at it. This is Bidar district, the northern state district of Karnataka. Here, Aura situated here. Aura to here. This is Chamarajanagar district. The total length of Karnataka stretches from North Karnataka to Redengod here, Aura till Chamarajanagar. The total distance is 750 kilometers. The width of Karnataka extends from Karwar. Karwar is the capital of North Kannada district, Karwar, in the western part of Karnataka, until Mudubagal, Kolar district. The total length of Karnataka from west to east is about 400 kilometers from the west part of Karnataka, Karwar, to Mudubagal. So this is the Karnataka's location extension. And wonderful state, 750 kilometers and Karwar to Mudubagal, Kolar, dead part of Karnataka, eastern part of Karnataka, western part Karwar. Karwar, you might have heard, famous for seabird port. It is called all season port in Karnataka, the capital of North Kannada district, till Kolar. This is the total length of Karnataka from north to south and west to east. Let us move on to the next slide. Look at it now. Karnataka has both land and water frontiers also. Look at it, Karnataka here. This is water frontier, land frontier. So northern Karnataka, eastern Karnataka, southern Karnataka here. So this is the only part here. Karnataka shares both land frontier and also water frontier. Frontier means border. The Arabian Sea in the west, states of Maharashtra in the north, Andhra Pradesh in the east, Tamil Nadu in the south, in the southeast Kerala in the southwest, Goa in the northwest form its frontiers. So Arabian Sea here in this part, Karnataka has shared both water and land frontiers. That is what here it has been fortunate for us to have the coastlines, Karwar, Malpe, Pannavara, something like that. So those areas are famous for us to develop trade also, both internal trade and also external trade. That is wonderful. And look at the state of Karnataka. It resembles Kashmir. Is it not? So Karnataka state is Kashmir. And Karnataka state stretches over an area of 1,91,791 square kilometers. That's Karnataka total area. Okay, 1,91,791 square kilometers. Karnataka's total stretch the land. And Karnataka is the 8th largest state with regard to area, and according to the population census of 2011, Karnataka stands 9th position with the population. Now, actually it is not 6 crores. Already it has crossed more than 7 crores. So, according to the latest information, Karnataka has crossed 7 crore 50 lakhs. So now it is not 6 crores. Present day, Karnataka has already gone beyond 7 crores population. It stands in 8th place in terms of area, 9th position in terms of population according to 2011. You can write this number only because 2011 census conducted. So once in 10 years, when we conduct population census, the figure changes. Okay. So when the question is asked, what is the Karnataka's population according to 2011 census? You have to write this only. That is 6 crores 11 lakhs 30,704. And Karnataka occupies 5.83% of India's geographical area now. Okay, this is about Karnataka's size. And at present in Karnataka, there are 30 districts in our state, and it is comprised of 176 taluks, 747 hobbies, 347 towns and cities, and 27,481 villages. Here, Karnataka state is made out of 30 districts, district headquarters, and you might have heard states are divided into the districts for our administrative purpose. You might have heard like from grassroots level, villages, then hobbies, taluks, districts, states, continent, over like that. So Karnataka comprises of 176 taluks, then 747 Hublis, 347 towns and these cities like Bangalore, Mysore, Hyderabad, like that, cities and in Karnataka there are cities like 347 cities and total village 27,480 villages and Belagavi district is the largest district in Karnataka and Bangalore city is the smallest district in Karnataka now in terms of area now. Okay? Next we will move on to another slide. Now let us move on to next slide. Bangalore is the capital city of Karnataka, IT city, famous for all types of job opportunities and hub of software. Bangalore is the Karnataka's capital city. The state has been divided into 4 divisions for administrative convenience. What do you mean by that? Okay, Karnataka's capital is Bangalore. Why we have divided into 4 divisions here? These are the major 4 parts in Karnataka. From our government has divided like that. So any administration, if Karnataka wants to have 9 administration purpose here, it can administrate the state by declaring, by opening important offices in all these 4 places. So as in present day, Bangalore is the capital city of Karnataka. So Mysore, Belgaum and Kalburgi today have been divided into 4 administrative divisions. Look at it. Kalburgi, Belagavi, Mysore, Bangalore, Mysore, Belgaum and Kalburgi. 4 administrative districts. Look at it. Kalburgi comprises of Koppal, Ballari, Raichur, Yadgiri, Bidar. Belgaum, it has so many divisions here. Under Belagavi main division, it comprises of Vijaypura, Bagalkot, Dharwad, Gadag, Haveri, North Kannada, Shivamogga, Davangere, Chitradurga, Chikmagalur, Udupi, Dakshin Kannada. So this is Mysore, Dakshin Kannada, Udupi, Chikmagalur, Hassan under Mysore province. Bangalore, this color. So Bangalore division, Mysore division, Belgaum division and Kalburgi division. So 4 administrative divisions in Karnataka. This is about Karnataka's physical geography and geographic location, its shape and also size. Thank you.